Mama's letting me use her camera on her phone. Say hi.
Hi.
Say your YouTube stuff.
Boo, snakes, and more.
That's not the whole intro.
And welcome to the channel, guys.
You see, she don't have to say go subscribe to all that other stuff. This is just a continuation of the article about the Batman Part 2. Like I said, you can bring in the Court of Owls, have, then be like, oh, Batman, blah, 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 rid of this, blah, 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 that. We gotta do something. But I think they should be saved to the third movie with the Joker. The reason why I say that, okay, imagine this. Don't bring Joker in for the second film, so that's just gonna be too predictable. And also, it'd just be a retelling of basically The Dark Knight, then. So, save Joker to the third movie, since it says it's going to end at 3. Have Joker break everyone out of Arkham, who's in there, and the crazies take over. So, for the third movie, the Court of Owls can do their thing. For this movie, I would say, so that we can get some experience with Harvey Dent before he becomes Two-Face.
Paul. She had that one stuck in me.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Anyways. Instead of having just the mob part of the movie, where they're taking down the mob, have it to where Batman, and Harvey Dent have to take down serial killer Victor Zsasz. This is the first villain that I'm going to bring in. I said I have ideas for 5 villains for this movie. And if Harvey is going to become Two-Face, I think 2 of these villains would fit. So, you bring in serial killer Victor Zsasz. You can kind of do it like his first appearance, kind of a little bit. Have Batman and Harvey investigating dead bodies that are propped up against buildings in poses that make them look like they are alive. And, boom, they take down Zsasz. Then Harvey becomes Two-Face. But Batman also has to have to solve something else along with stopping Two-Face. And these next 2 villains come in.
The crazy Catwoman. The crazy Catwoman.
The Mad Hatter, who kidnapped a little girl named Alice, or as he calls her, Alice. Batman don't want nothing to happen to this girl, so he says, fuck trying to stop Harvey for now, Jim. I'm gonna save this girl. And this could even be bring in the Scarecrow, where Batman gets there and he sprays with Scarecrow's fear toxin, and we can reveal that Scarecrow was an earlier villain that Batman took down at some point, who wants revenge on Batman. And we can have Scarecrow still murder his mom in this story, like he did in The Long Halloween. Or it could just be a Mad Hatter thing, where Batman takes Hatter down, then takes down, Harvey. And they get into Arkham. Or we can bring in, boom, the Scarecrow. Think of it. Batman just had the worst event of his life. This dude literally made the city flooded. So why not make Batman face his greatest fears in the sequel? You can do that with Dr. Jonathan Crane. Here's how Crane would be in this. He murdered his mom at a young age, but made it look like someone killed her if it wasn't him. Led him to the adoption center. He got adopted multiple different families, each having a traumatic breakdown. Since Crane's whole thing is experimenting with fear, even since a young age. He then becomes a teacher at Gotham University until he gets fired for shooting a gun off in class. Arkham, not being that much of a good place, hires him right away since they need more doctors. You be tired. I don't know. Okay, so they hired him, but then something weird starts happening. The inmates at Arkham also start to have mental fucking breakdowns, worse than ever. So, Batman, and this is where you can bring in Joker for a little cameo. Batman goes to the asylum and asks him and Riddler if they know anything what's going on. This would lead Batman to investigating into, well, the good doctor himself. and Batman would take him down. This could still have the Zsasz part of the story in it, with Harvey and stuff. And to bring in more Harvey, I'm going to add in a side villain who would be Roman Sionis, the Black Mask. He's a mobster, and so you don't have to reuse the Penguin. If you don't want to, you can bring in Roman Sionis. So you get more of the Harvey stuff and Batman detective shit. And the last villain I would say to bring in for this series would be Killer Croc. Croc. And then I have one honorable mention. But Croc. You want it grounded, don't make him full-on reptile looking. Have him as, like, in Arkham Origins, where he has some scales on him, but it's basically just simply has a skin condition. He doesn't have a fucking tail, or a goddamn crocodile-colored underbelly with abs. Just a man with scales. A fucked up face, basically. Fucked up body. No tail, no abs.
But maybe we prefer him looking like a crocodile.
I mean, yeah, but if it's supposed to be a grounding universe, this would make more sense. Have him still be a man who eats people. And you're like, okay, well, if he ain't gonna be a man with abs or a tail, what is he gonna look like?
It's like they should have had Selena truly be a cat.
No.
Yeah, she got brought back to life by the cats. She should have grew fur and got kitty cat DNA.
No. She gets brought to life back by the cats in some comics and in the movies. But it makes her act like a cat. She doesn't become a cat. There is a story, though, where she is a cat person.
They should have made her a cat person, is what I'm saying.
No, because then Bruce is hooking up with an actual furry.
Okay.
And you know how hard it's going to be to fucking clean that?
What's wrong with that?
Think about it, okay? She's going to shed a lot everywhere.
No.
Shut the fuck up. You stupid. That's what you are. Anyways. We're getting back to Croc. He's going to be a man with crocodile scales. And what he's going to wear? Brown pants, a fedora, and a trench coat. And like in his first appearance. He also ain't going to be a dumbass motherfucker. He's going to be kind of smart. Not super brain smart.
I'm stupid because I'd get me a furry kitty cat suit and actually walk around and try to blend in with you guys.
Yes! That's stupid, weird, and kiki. All at once. And it's dumb. Those I heard from a friend of a friend that those things are hot.
Mary Jane says, but I want my mommy to be an actual kitty cat.
Are you sure that's Mary Jane? And not.
Yeah, she ain't attacking me. She ain't trying to eat me for rubbing her belly, so I know it's Mary Jane.
Okay, yes it is. It is the good kitty cat. The one-eyed wonder since she went blind when she was younger. Oh, fuck.
It's
Anyways.
like a little witch-looking cat.
And Croc could be an enforcer for the mob. You see, I'm trying to fit in the mob still because Harvey.
You secretly
Boom.
do like me. You just
And if
don't
Harvey doesn't
like
become a villain in the second one, make him a villain in the third one. Or you can just try to combine these all together.
blood all over you.
So that, like I said, Joker can have a mass breakout in the third. Because it would be funny. He thinks it would be funny probably to have a
I'm
massive
still living
breakout.
and you're not starving.
Because what we see in the
you
first
chasing me
movie,
in case I die
Joker
and you start starving?
basically says, "Yo, Edward, I'll be your friend, man."
Survive off of.
So he's planning something, probably a mass fucking breakout.
Can I
Boom.
have my hand?
An honorable mention would be Arnold Wesker as a villain Batman takes down at the beginning.
Thank you, baby girl.
He want to be a main villain. That's why Arnold Wesker is an honorable mention. Since, unless if you make him a mobster who's selling the drug that he made in the comics, then I don't see him being a real major threat, even with the Scarface dummy. So unless you do that, then he should be a beginning villain Batman takes down like right away at the beginning. Just some loony who ends up at Arkham. And he could fit in with any of those storylines. But I'm gonna wait and see what they do since I trust Matt Reeves to do the right thing And, oh god, what the fuck is the actor's name again? What was his name again? Who's playing Harvey?
Stan something?
Anyways, they got my boy, the Winter Soldier, playing Harvey. He was good in that role. I liked him in that role. And I believe he could be a good Harvey Dent. If he has a good script. I forget who the fuck is his name playing. Goddamn, I feel stupid now. Yeah, if it wasn't for a video and I wasn't thinking about the actors' names, I could just say them at the top of my head. Who the fuck played Black Widow now?
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, thank you. Scarlett Johansson. And if she is Gilda Dent and not just some big bad female villain like Ivy or some other Batman has, then I see that being a perfect role for her too. Since those two have perfect on-film chemistry. No, they didn't hook up in the MCU movies or anything. But the scenes with them together are good. And it would be a good continuation of the last one where Catwoman apparently at the end kills Falcone. And Maroni's in prison and we learn that from the Penguin movie. So that means that the only two major mobsters around would be Penguin and if he's in this universe, Black Mask. So that's why I don't think they should go a long Halloween route, since there'll be no point of killing off bringing in the other Falcones to murder them, since the main one is already dead, and that's Carmine. Carmine's already dead, because apparently, if Catwoman did actually shoot him in the last one, he'd be dead. Yeah, he's the reason her mom's dead. Sophia... no, actually, no. All the others are dead. They died in the Penguin series, I believe. Along with, I think, Sophia Falcone. And I think Alberto also died. Sal Maroni may or may not be dead. I don't remember. I haven't watched the Penguin show in a while. Also, yes, Sophia Falcone is a villain in Gotham known as the Hangman.
Are you about done? I'm ready to watch something on TV.
So, I don't see the reason to bring really in the mob and do a long Halloween thing if you're not doing, like I said, Oswald, who's just starting his thing, so he wouldn't make sense. But you could have Roman Sionis, who is making sense, and hell, like I said, if you want to mash them all together, have Croc be a enforcer for Sionis. Have Zsasz be someone that Sionis is paid to kill people. Have Arnold Wesker be a rival mob person to Sionis, same as Oswald. Have Sionis be the new top. Have Scarecrow be in it, maybe for a little bit, and have Mad Hatter be in it for a little bit. So you could combine the detective shit and the mob shit together in one story. What?
I told Mary Jane and now you're basically repeating yourself.
I'm just saying, you should just mash them all into one, and it could work. With the Jonathan Crane part being about Batman being a detective, the mob part can be connected to Harvey, and the Mad Hatter part, along with the Croc and Wesker characters, would just be some good old Batman beating ass.
Okay, are you
because
about done so I can start uploading stuff?
I don't think the sequel should be a detective story. I think it should be a Batman ass-kicking story, since yes, he is a detective, but that's what he mainly did in the first one. And the third one should be a mixture of both. Detective and ass-kicker Batman. And when I mean ass-kicker Batman, I mean, yes, the one who breaks every bone in your body, but then look at Jason Todd and say, we don't murder people. Even though that man's dead, clearly. He's fucking dead. He's brain dead at least. Or that hospital was going to murder him. But we don't kill people, Jason.
The guys in his Arkham Asylum game.
Yeah, we just fucking backslammed
And thank you for watching this video, and peace out to the next one.